Fostering Planetary Health in an Emergency Zone by Carlos Sanchez-Pimienta in partnership with A Leap of Life and the Xonacatlan Indigenous Council in Mexico. I have heard from indigenous elders in Turtle Island or North America that confronting climate change is not a technical issue but a relationship problem. Indeed, within Western societies, we often see ourselves as disconnected from nature and entitled to control it. The separation between humans and nature is so hardwired into dominant Western thinking that most concepts reproduce it. For example, concepts like a river, pollution, and territory belong to nature, and knowledges, attitudes, and policymaking belong to culture. Yet, planetary health aims to be an exception, as it calls to see humans as part of and not separate from nature. Similarly, indigenous contributors to planetary health, like Dr. Nicole Redvers and colleagues, remind us that interconnectedness is a fundamental quality of reality. Considering the importance of interconnectedness for planetary health and the dualistic character of most Western concepts, how can we open ourselves to interconnected worldviews that may be more likely to foster planetary health? Let me give you an example from the communities of El Salto and Xonacatlan in my home country. You are watching El Salto de Xonacatlan, a waterfall that used to be known for its beauty and ecological abundance. It is fed by the Santiago River, the second largest in Mexico. Unfortunately, national and international industrial companies have installed themselves near the river, and today it looks like this during the rainy season. The pollution levels are so high that many plant and animal species have disappeared, and local inhabitants struggle with disease, premature death, and loss of traditional ways of sustenance, like hunting, fishing, gathering, and family agriculture. In this bleak context, Mexico's government declared this region as an environmental and health emergency zone. Fortunately, people in El Salto and Xonacatlan have organized in collectives such as A Leap of Life and the Xonacatlan Indigenous Council to defend their territory and health for over 20 years. But sometimes, local inhabitants feel that they are talking about different rivers when they engage with government officials and industry. Government policies often treat the river as a water container for industry and agriculture. For example, the government recently built infrastructure to treat domestic wastewater and sell it to industries. At the same time, local inhabitants in El Salto are only provided with potable water once a week. Unfortunately, scientists know that the water industries will return to the river will be more environmentally damaging than the treated water they received. In this river version, pollution has become a normalized aspect of this river. It is the cost of industrial progress. Through my doctoral dissertation research, I have heard people in El Salto and Xonacatlan sharing stories about their Santiago River version. They talk about a lost paradise, a potent river that offers space to swim, wash clothes, and obtain food. Local community members insist that reviving the Santiago River is not just about its sanitation, but about obtaining adequate healthcare services, stopping deforestation, planting native species, and reclaiming their traditional ways of living. Now that you have heard glimpses of two interconnected Santiago River versions, which one do you think will be more likely to foster planetary health? The version that instrumentalizes the river as a water container, or the version that interconnects the river with the ways of living of local inhabitants? To conclude, I want to emphasize that the worldviews we embrace are essential for planetary health because they underpin the type of policies we will deem valuable and necessary. Opening ourselves to learning from interconnected worldviews offers possibilities for supporting already existing solutions that governments, research institutions, and non-profit organizations could take more seriously in fostering planetary health for all. I invite you to stay connected. Scan the QR code to access my contact information and other academic work. Thank you for your kind attention.